Now we are starting the topic photosynthesis. Photosynthesis term has two components. First, photo, that is light, and second, synthesis, that is to prepare. Photosynthesis occurs in green plants. Photosynthesis occurs in green plants for synthesis of food. Means plants can synthesize their own food by photosynthesis. So plants are also called as autotrophs. Automatic troph means food. Means self food synthesizing entity. Okay, green plants contains chlorophyll that gives green characteristic color to the plants. This chlorophyll helps in photosynthesis, that is synthesis of food, in the presence of sunlight. Okay, food synthesized by some raw materials that are carbon dioxide and water. And the food synthesized is primarily glucose, and a byproduct or subproduct also formed in this reaction, that is oxygen, that is used in the respiration by us or any organism. The glucose, which not consumed in plants for their metabolic reactions, is converted into starch and stored. Means starch is a stored food in plants. Which is the polymer of glucose. Now we will define the term photosynthesis. It is the synthesis of complex organic compounds like glucose from simpler compounds. Okay, and the arranged equation or balanced equation of the photosynthesis is 6CO2 plus 12H2O in the presence of sunlight and synthesized by chlorophyll into glucose, that is C6H12O6 plus 6 molecules of oxygen and 6 molecules of H2O, that is water. Okay, now we will discuss this now we will discuss about the main elements that are used in photosynthesis. Okay, the first component, as you seen, light. Plant uses the visible light in the photosynthesis, and the visible spectrum of light is consist of 7 different light that are called as Vibgyor in short, means violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. Okay, visible light doesn't mean that light that is visible. It means that things are visible in this spectrum of light. And why they are visible? Because they reflect a specific light or range, so they visualized as respective color, means green leaves. Why they visualize as green? Because green leaves reflect the green color from the visible spectrum of light. And why? Because green leaves contains chlorophyll that reflect green color, so it visualize as green. Okay, means light absorbed by plants is, it means green light green light absorbed at minimum range by plants, so they photosynthesize in the spectrum that have maximum absorbance in leaves, that are red, and blue. Means plants show maximum photosynthesis in blue color and red color. and minimum photosynthesis in green color because they reflect most green color. Now second component is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll present in green part of plant, more exactly in leaves of plant. It reflects green color, so the plants shows their characteristic green color. Okay, chlorophyll present in chloroplast, that is cell organelle of plant cell. Okay, and now next is raw materials. As you seen, the raw materials used in photosynthesis are CO2 and H2O. CO2 is absorbed through atmosphere by plants, and the structure present in leaves for the absorption of CO2 are stomata, that are tiny pores present in leaves. By the stomata, plant absorbs carbon dioxide from atmosphere and releases oxygen in the atmosphere. Stomata also help in respiration because through stomata plant absorb O2 and releases CO2. The next raw material, H2O. H2O absorbed by plants through soil. Through soil, H2O absorbed by roots and conducted to the leaves by xylem tissue. Okay, means there are three main elements for there are three main elements those necessary for photosynthesis. First is light, second chlorophyll, and third raw material consisting of CO2 and H2O, means carbon dioxide and water. Now next, now this site of photosynthesis in plant cell. As we discussed earlier that chlorophyll present in chloroplast, and chloroplast is the site of photosynthesis in plant cell. Chloroplast is a discoidal structure in plants. Which is consist of double membrane and in the double membrane a fluid filled with organic substances called as stroma. In stroma, there are some more structure, and main in them is grana. That is stalked structure and connected through lamella. Okay, grana are the site of light reaction, and stroma are the site of dark reaction. Means in the photosynthesis, a reaction occur always in the presence of light in the grana, and another reaction means the step second of photosynthesis that can processed also in the absence of light, so it called dark reaction. Okay, means as we summarize that photosynthesis occurs in the two steps. First is light reaction that occur in the grana part of chloroplast, and second is dark reaction that occurs in stroma part of chloroplast. And from these two reaction photosynthesis consists. And from these two reaction photosynthesis is consist of. Okay, now next, now we will discuss about the factor responsible. Now we will discuss about factors affecting photosynthesis. Okay, and first of them is light. The photosynthesis maximally occurs in the red or blue light. Okay, and the minimum photosynthesis occurs in green light. Why? Because most of green light is reflected by chlorophyll, so plants unable to absorb more green light. Plants absorb mainly red and blue light, so the photosynthesis occur mostly in red and blue light. Now next factor, that is temperature. The optimum means suitable temperature for photosynthesis is between 25 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. Okay, means between this range photosynthesis occur at maximum. Now next factor, that is carbon dioxide or CO2. Carbon dioxide is the limiting factor. Means if the carbon dioxide presence is between 0.3 to carbon dioxide is the limiting factor in the photosynthesis. Means if the carbon dioxide present between 0.03 to 0.1% in atmosphere, then it is suitable for photosynthesis. Above this, the stomata will be closed and photosynthesis will not occur because of closing of stomata, and we can say that because of unable to absorb CO2 from atmosphere. Okay, now next factor, oxygen. Higher concentration of oxygen inhibits photosynthesis, because as we see in the reaction of photosynthesis that O2 is byproduct or subproduct. So when O2 increases, photosynthesis inhibits. Okay, now the next and main factor is chlorophyll. Chlorophyll content is directly proportional to photosynthetic rate, because more chlorophyll and more photosynthesis, so it is directly proportional to photosynthesis. Okay, now next, the significance of photosynthesis. The first significance of photosynthesis is production of food. Plants can synthesize their own food, but heterotrophs, that is animals, cannot synthesize their own food and are dependent on plants for food. This food is provided by plants because of photosynthesis, because they store the food in the form of starch, which is available to us or all animals. The next significance is production of molecular oxygen. In the respiration, oxygen inhaled by us and carbon dioxide exhaled by us. Means if there are no NO2, then we can't respire. Means O2 is the life gas, which is provided by photosynthetic reaction. As we seen earlier, the reaction of photosynthesis means through photosynthesis two products obtained. First is glucose, that is food, and second is oxygen, that is necessary for respiration. Means it has significance in two steps. First, they provide food from the photosynthesis. First, first is food is provided by photosynthetic reaction by the plants. Okay, and second, oxygen is provided for us or all living organism for respiration. Okay, now these are two basic significance of photosynthesis.